everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Just bear with me. I believe my grandchildren are going to come flying through here with their usual crying, whining, and everything else. But, oh, how about if I bring my microphone over here? That'd be nice, huh? So you can hear me. Hope everybody's doing well. It is March 10th already. We sprung forward. Kind of like how I feel about the channel. We just keep springing forward. We keep moving forward. And it's working out very, very, very well. Still getting used to a lot of changes here. I know this last second. I just wanted to do this now. So, the rest of the day I can get some of the stuff I want to get done. The first thing I wanted to talk about was I did a video of 10 game pieces, and I thought they were really easy because I thought everybody played Massive Darkness. There were a couple other things like Wormspan that I threw in there because that's the hot game. Everybody checking out that video. There were pieces there. It didn't do that well. I thought maybe it would be something different. I think I'm going to give it one more go, see how it goes, and maybe make it a little bit easier. I was just really surprised that somebody didn't get all 10, especially with the internet and as many games as people play. And then again, I've been playing for 40 years. I threw a couple hard ones in there that, I could probably have made it a little easier. But then I thought I threw some softballs. What do I know? But and especially things that I had recently covered. Oh, let me move this out of the way. The stupid camera's looking at me and driving me crazy. I'm really trying to adjust to working at home. Being here all the time. The one thing that you don't do, you don't spend money. You don't spend money when you're working at home. And, I get up real early, and I think I work longer now. And I think that's the formula I think that people figure out. You got something really good, you don't want to mess it up. And I'll sit in front of that computer from dawn to dusk, making sure that, everything gets done the way it's supposed to get done. It just changes how you think. Shannon, how are you? Good morning. I just feel, in all honesty, it really takes a lot out of you. Not out of you, but I mean, it's just takes some getting used to, and I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. I'm just waiting for them to come in because they just went to the store. I think they went to Target. Oh, they went in the back. Oh, okay. They probably knew I was streaming. The other thing is the auction. The auction went okay. I had a lot of people drop out the last minute, and I just didn't reach the backup people. I said, okay, just let it go. So it wasn't the easiest thing, but what I'm thinking of doing is at the end of this month, I have a big pile of the stuff left over from the last auction, and I was sent 2 copies each of Cyberpunk. So I have one for myself and one over there, and Dune, one over here, one over there. And it's the all-ins, so I'm going to throw those into an auction, and that money's going to go to charity because it is from CMON, and I want to make sure that we take care of. They'll send me stuff all the time for charities, but I do have other stuff that I want to raise a few shekel for to take care of some stuff that we need to catch up with. We're doing okay. James, how are you? I hope you're doing well. One of the things I want to talk about, and this is a recent story. I had gotten an email from a company, and I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see. All right. It was called Fervent Workshop. Fervent. workshop, excuse me, .com, and I had gotten this email from this Chris, and he said, "Hey, we'd love to send you a free copy of this book." Well, I emailed the guy back, and I said, "Oh, yeah, I'll be interested to take a look because I always like little solo books." And the email came back invalid. So I was curious. I go, "Was this a fake email?" So I look it up, and sure enough, there it is on Amazon. So I said, it was $11. Let me bring it in. And boy, am I glad I did not get a free copy, because I would have felt kind of bad saying what I'm going to say about this. First of all, I wanted to like this so much. And I have a video that's going to go up on Tuesday, and I was going to do a live playthrough to try to give it a really, really good go. There are just some things in here that just take you out of the mood. I mean, the story, it's an adventure book. You're gonna be told, to either fight an alligator skeleton, okay, try to dash past the alligator skeleton. So, particularly in this one fight, there's a little story that comes into it, and then you have to decide whether you're going to fight or flee. I'm just giving you an example of this. Okay, you need to hit at 6, which hitting, you're going to roll 2 dice. Hit will aid you in combat tests, which involve rolling dice and achieving a certain threshold. Okay, so you're going to have to hit at a certain number. And then dexterity. This is the thing that kind of set me off. Not set me off. You would stack up. I'm gonna change the other camera here for a second. Hold on here, and just talk about this. Just Ray, how are you, my brother? So it has you stacking up dice, and then depending on certain things, you have to flick it and try to hit it, and that's a dexterity test. And then there's this other thing that is a wits test, where you're going to have certain dice, and you're going to roll them, and you have to put them into a line. So right here, you need it to be almost like Yahtzee. 2, 3, 4. It may be wits 3 or something like that. And there's certain things you could do. You can either re-roll the dice depending on certain things, and like right there, okay, I would have passed my wits test. I don't want to play Yahtzee when I'm playing a dungeon crawl, and it's just things like that. And I'm gonna show this to you. I'm gonna read this to you, and I want you to tell me what you think of it, because my review is kind of on the fence with this, because it does have a pretty good story. It's just, and then there's a lot of abbreviations, and you have to go in the back and look. So, for instance, Dex 4, retrieve the key, success, gain item CP1. Okay, what does that mean, CP1? Okay, if you succeed, gain item CP1, which abbreviates the word crypt passkey 1. Now, throughout the book, there's a whole bunch of abbreviations. I mean, long abbreviations, and you're like, okay, like, what? Does anybody know what a BAM is? Off the top of their heads? I wouldn't. But it is boots of accuracy and mobility. Okay, what's a BBB? Big bad brass knuckles. And this takes away from what I think is really a pretty good thing. And you'll see in my video how I talk about it. I was going to put the video up on Tuesday. I think what I'm going to do is do a live. I want to talk about it here, and then do a live playthrough on Wednesday. Just like last week, we did a live playthrough. So I'm going to do a live playthrough, and then if I feel I need to shoot my review video, I'll reshoot it. If not, I'll keep it, and you can see what I say. And this is just me doing more, having the time to really not go on the first couple of impressions of a game. taking my time a little bit more, which we said we were going to do at the beginning of the year. And I think we're doing a really good job at it, because I think I have better feels for games now. And when I give you information, it's even more. How much did I screw up at Demonship? Really, very little itty bitty things, and I thought that was good, and I felt good about that. And I want to do that with everything I take a look at. I don't want to just be a guy that does cheap unboxings, because that, to me, is laziness. Oh, let me unbox and show you what comes in the box. I get it. It can help the consumer a bit, but you want to know what that game. You can have all the most beautiful pieces in the world, but if they say, "Hey, take a piece of paper and make a blindfold," you're like, "Okay, how is this a dungeon crawl?" The rules, and being able to tell a bit about the rules and what the game does is important, because that's what you want to know. You want to see if it fits your personality, and I think that's what's most important. So, for instance, here's the dexterity rules in this. I know I get off on a tangent, I'm sorry. Stack 2 dice on top of one another. These 2 dice are your target. Place the 3rd dice at the indicated number of inches from the target. Measure from the center line of the dice. 1 inch equals 25.4 millimeters. Well, we learned that today. Note that the edge of your character sheet provides a ruler. Oh, there is one on it. Okay. There's a 1 in the back of this. Certain items allow you to manipulate the dice after you set them up. Example, the test, Dex at 4, in E3 directs you to stack 2 dice as a target. Then place a 3rd die 4 inches from the target. Flick the die with your finger towards the target. Your goal is to strike the target with the flick dice without knocking the top die off the stack. How does that help you? Okay, so let me keep going here. It is acceptable if your flick die simply brushes the target and moves forward. It is also acceptable if the top die moves. What matters is whether the flick dice makes contact with the target or whether the top dice comes in contact with the table. Okay. Your dexterity statistic indicates the number of attempts you get. If your first try knocks the target stack over or you miss entirely, reset the target and take your next attempt. Example, a hero with a dexterity of 1 would try 1 time, while a hero with a dexterity of 2 could try 2 times. Of course, he's got a mo right over here. He knows I'm live. I'm going to go out there and hit him with a baseball bat. If any attempt strikes the target without causing the top die of the target to fall, you succeed. If all your tries miss the target or if all your tries miss the target or knock it over, you failed the test. Now, they do give you alternative rules, and this is where I'm kind of on the fence with this. Even Zeblik says that's weird. Good point of view. When I first read Cthulhu Death May Die rules, I thought I wouldn't like it, but time changed once I got grasp of how to play. I still get wrecked by the DMD, but I love it. I like it too. James Mass. Sounds to me like this game is unfinished, and they want you to beta test it for them. No, because the thing is, it is finished and it's being sold in Amazon and stuff like that. The illustrations are by Jason Glover. And I don't want to hurt his feelings because he's pretty sensitive, but it doesn't add to this, to put it mildly, and I really don't care for the art. Seems like a nice guy, you know, to some people, but you know, it just didn't do anything for me. So in the back of the book, we'll continue on with the dexterity test, dexterity rules. It does have alternate rules, so let's go in the back and take a look at those, because I was even more confused by this. Okay, pause the game. Rules reference guide. They have a nice little reference guide. Okay, alternate dexterity rules. Okay, try to figure this one out for me. Okay, luck amplifies your natural dexterity, while karma, inflamed tumor on your arm, impairs it. It has something to do with the story. I haven't gotten far enough. You may use the following rules instead of the standard rules. Take your dex. Succeed if dex plus ward minus karma adds up. Okay? Ward, you're going to find ward things, and they are going to be in your as you get HP, you get these ward tags, and you'll get vigor, which is your health, and then certain items like a PFS, which you have to look in the dictionary to find out what it is, lets you spend ward to aid a hit dex / wit test. Okay, so here's an example. You have a dexterity of 2. You have 2 ward tags, and you have 1 karma tag. You calculate 2 dexterity plus 2 ward minus 1 karma equals 3. Thus, you would succeed at a dex 3 test, but not a dex 4. Items and tags that aid dexterity test. Having a BAM or RMH each count as a ward tag in calculation above. You may use items PFS as described in the arcane appendix to temporarily boost your dex. These abbreviations drive you insane. Now that's just dexterity. So let's talk a little bit more. So right then and there, I'm kind of like, okay, why can't I just roll a pair of dice and just make this very simple? I get it. You want to be different. No problem. Wit tests. Here we go. Wit, is a test of whether you can put a specific number of dice in sequence, also known as a run. Straight flush. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you guys got it. A dexterity game for a dex test. Yeah, it does sound a little weird, but I'll be honest with you. I could not design a game if I wanted to. I am not smart enough. Okay, and when somebody has the bravery to do something like this, you have to admire it. This is different. I think I want to play. I was starting to get into the thing, and then this kind of thing, trying to figure this out, and the abbreviations take you out of the game. It takes you out of the game, and that's what I get out of this. Because when you want to immerse yourself in a dungeon crawl, you want to immerse yourself into a dungeon crawl and not be taken out of the game with certain tests or trying to figure out certain things or looking up specific abbreviations. That's my feel of it. I am going to give this more of a chance. All right, I am not condemning it. I will not put my final stamp on this until I take a look. Until I really take a look at what is going on here. Flint, how are you? Good morning, Rob. Looks like you're working from home is working out for you. Yes, it is. It really, really is. Hearing The flicking a die aspect at the target makes me think might as well play Catacombs. May be something that needs a play to understand it. Catacombs is different because it's all flicking. But there, what helps it is that there is a story behind your flicking. Okay? And that's why I love everything from that company so much, because it's an easier way to play a dungeon crawl. You can immerse kids into a dungeon crawl if you're giving them something to do. And I think, some people that don't play dungeon crawls, what Catacombs does is keeps everybody engaged. And I think that really helps. Instead of trying to do math, which a lot of people don't want to do on a weekend, whether you're an accountant or whatever, I can just flick my hero or flick my arrows from my hero and hit something. That's where I see a difference here. Because raw, it seems a bit confusing for me too. Also, why not include index cards, player aids that you can reference? Exactly. Instead, I've got like how many pages are here? I'm still going. There's about 10 pages of abbreviations. So here we go. All right, let's talk about wits. So making a run. Example, wit at 4 in E5 asks you to roll 4 dice and manipulate them into a sequence such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. As another example, wit 3 challenges you to roll 3 dice and manipulate them into a sequence such as 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Roll the indicated number of dice you get wit actions to then manipulate the dice in sequence. Any sequence is acceptable. Note that a sequence does not wrap from 6 to 1. Okay. A hero with a wit 2 gets 2 actions. A hero with a wit 1 gets to perform only 1 action. You may choose from the actions below. You may choose an action more than once if your character has significant wit to do multiple actions. You can re-roll 1 die. You can flip 1 die, turn it upside down. You can increase one die by 1. A 6 remains a 6 as values do not wrap. Example, you might roll 2, 3, 3, 6. As a hero with wit 2, you get 2 actions. For example, you can flip, you can increase or flip a 3. Your dice are now 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. Then flip the 2. Your dice are now 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, increase. That doesn't make sense. I think that was written wrong in the book. This is a valid sequence of 4 dice, so you succeed the test. If you manipulate the dice into a sequence with your allowed number of actions or fewer, then you succeed. If you fail to manipulate the dice into the sequence within your allowed number of actions, you then fail. This isn't as bad, but I still feel, So for instance, I've got a wit 4. Okay, I've got a test of 4 and a wit 2. So all right, hold on. Let's move this out of the way so we can do this. Oops. Can anybody see this? Okay. So we got that. Oops. There, and there. So I've got 3, 4, 1, and 4. Oh, actually, this kind of works. So if I have a wit of 2, I would bring this up 1 to 2, and then this one to 5. So I have 3, 4, 5. If I had a wit 1, though, you know, I'm kind of screwed because I could re-roll that die. Oh, and I still got 2, 3, 4. I would fail regardless, no matter what my wit was. So your wit wouldn't help you at all. I mean, interesting kind of concept. I got to see how it really. I did it a couple times and I just got frustrated with it because I'm like, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to get something done, and now I have to play Yahtzee. And for me, it just hit me wrong. So, you can see where the frustration is. Beautiful book, big pages. You can you gain items that unlock new powers. Classic skill check. Roll against thresholds to hit enemies. Intellectual puzzles. Manipulate dice using limited actions. Dexterity tests. So it tries to do, I think, almost a little bit too much, and it tries to be too different. But I think if we do a live play, we'll make a decision. We'll see what everybody thinks. And I think that's the best way to judge this game as a whole. Alexis, how are you? Let me see. Did I miss anything? Okay. True. The company / designer, Elzera, something I always forget, has greatly supported their game and stand behind it. I agree with that. They are fantastic. They are always so nice to me. One thing I wanted to talk about, when you guys go for Godzilla, so go, to get the music and you make a donation, there is a special coin in here, and there's about 100 coins in here. Matter of fact, I got to add some more on top of it, which I'm going to do right now. There we go. No, those are the wrong ones. Come here. One coin is marked, and I make sure I don't look. Whoever pulls that coin will get a Kickstarter. Unnamed. I have a few extra Kickstarters, and what I'll do is, that is your way of winning. So I wanted to give you guys something for those of you that always do the Godzilla thing, and we always do it. I don't look into that thing, but there is one taped coin. If I pulled it, it's actually marked, so I wouldn't feel it. If I pull that coin, you are going to win something special. So add a little more chance to it. I said at the end of the month we were going to do another auction. I've got to make some room here as well. And we do have a bunch of stuff that we're going to do. Here goes Zeblik right off the bat. Thank you, my brother. Let's see some Godzilla, says the mighty Zeblik. All right, let's see if can he win it? Nope. Because it's actually marked with, I painted on it. All right, let's see if he gets the music. He didn't win the grand prize, but let's see. Oh! Even better than a Kickstarter. He gets the music. Way to start off, my brother. Nice job. Congratulations to you. And to be fair, I need to empty all these coins into there. So we're going to put all those coins in there. And I'm going to keep on doing this. Once somebody wins, I've got a couple of things that I've put aside as winning. Okay, that's everything. Now we got everything in there. Now we're cooking with gas. He did get the music. He did get the music. Yeah, let's throw these in there too. Just make it really so I can't see anything. There we go. Let me just close that up. There we go. All right, Big G. The Big G box. So there you go. Good to know. I had something else for you guys too. Yeah, so just finishing this out. This Wednesday, I'll come live. We'll do it live, and we'll make our decision. And then either I reshoot that video or I leave it as is. Right now, I'm leaning to leaving it as is, but I said to myself, and in the video, I should just reshoot the whole video. Because I said, we're going to play this on Wednesday. Well, I would play it on Wednesday, and then the video will come out, and it'll say, we're going to play it on Wednesday, and Wednesday's already passed. And then people are going to think I'm going to play it on the following Wednesday. No, that's not how it's going to go. We're diving into a lot of older stuff. I've got some cool stuff coming that's going to be fun that we're going to mess around with. I'm trying to think what else I had on tap for you guys. I got some Marvel Zombie videos coming up. I got a Cyberpunk video coming up. I got a couple of top 10s coming up. And then I think I'm going to do one more of that video of try to guess what everything was. And I thought it was pretty easy. Well, I mean, I thought you'd at least get 7 or 8. I didn't want to make it too easy. I guess I made it too hard. So I'm gonna kind of throw some softballs in there, and try to make it a little easier for everybody, so they kind of score there. And then if it doesn't do well, I'll just scrap the whole thing. You throw things against the wall, see what sticks. That's what we try to do here. What else do I got coming up that I wanted to do? I painted those robots. I put together these robots because I was so excited about the new Epic coming out. And I had a couple of these sets, and I said, oh, yeah, you know what? I'll get these all together. I'll paint these up along with the set. And they just messed everything so up, I just didn't care anymore. What a shame. What a shame. I've got to do something with those. We've got more with... Oh, what's that? I got to find out what those dice go to. What's this? Let's see, I'm gonna put this card in there. Oh, it's a promo card. No, I'm gonna leave that aside. All right. See, I figured different types of dice. I mean, you guys play all kinds of stuff and things like that. But we're gonna free shipping, not free games. M&M, I think, expressed shipping me Alter Quest and expansions free to boot, and then there were a ton of minis in it. Free shipping, not free game. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yes. They've got their back room. I'm going to be doing videos on that. They're supposed to... It's going to take us a couple of weeks. This is going to be an ongoing thing. So every Tuesday through Friday, Miniature Market is going to... that's the things I want to talk to you about. We are working together. I'm going to try to get you guys the information ahead of time, so you guys can kind of pick out what's going on. And then also, they are selling minis, next level minis. There is a Kickstarter going on. Hold on, I'm going to check real quick. Oh, Meeple Madness is coming. But come on, where is it? Dragon Horde Remastered. You can go check this out. It is, you can back it now. Next Level Miniatures. They're doing a whole thing. Is this Kickstarter? This is backer kit. Backer kit? Hold on. Boy, they've got more of these things popping up. Yeah, no, backer kit. So you can back that, and they're supposed to be the miniatures. I know look really nice because they sent me a couple, and I was like, oh, these are nice. And that is in the final days, so you're gonna want to check that out. Make sure you check it out if you're interested in minis that are affordable on Backlit. Next Level Miniatures. Their Demon Horde or Dragon Horde really looks good, you know, with the Beholder and all that stuff. But the backroom stuff, I'm going to be doing just like the old days, giving you guys heads up here on the channel ahead of everybody else. So you'll be able to kind of figure out, you know, okay, should I waste my time? Should I make sure that I get in there right away, or can I just sit back a bit? And I'll try to get the information as quickly as possible to you. This week they are at Gamma, and next week Christina won't be back till Tuesday, so it might be a little late to make that video. But the following week I'll probably have the information on Friday. We'll talk about it here on Sunday. And then that'll give you plenty of days, plenty of time. I don't know if I'll be able to give you prices, but if I tell you something is really low and that you need to check it out, go check it out. And that'll help you guys kind of, you know, it's all about saving money nowadays. It's about, you know, you don't want to just keep working yourselves to death. I know a lot of you work so hard, and, you know, you work all week. Some of you work 7 days a week. You get very little downtime, and when you do, you want to make it worthwhile. Not just, you know, be a slave to paying your bills, but be able to do things and get things that you want to enjoy, and have fun with, and you know, making it affordable, making sure that you can make ends meet, you know, is very important here on the channel. You know, some people will just sit here and try to upsell you on everything. And you need to get this, you need to get that, because they're getting paid, because they're getting so forth and so on. And I don't think that's fair. I mean, if you don't passionately feel for your fellow man, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, believe me, I'm not without fault. There are plenty of people I do not like, but you know, I as a human being, I mean, you can't like everybody, but as a human being, I try to be good to everybody. I really do. And then there's just those idiots that you can't help, but you gotta rack them, and that's life. That's just the way it is. Some people don't like to hear that, you know, because of whatever issues they have, but it's just life, you know. I don't mean to sound cruel, but you know, you just try to do your best you can as a human being. There you go. Did we cover everything? How long have we been on? 'Cause I've been running my job, and this wasn't supposed to be long. 39 minutes. That's not too bad for video of mine. That's not too bad. I wonder if we should cut it right here, right? Cut our losses right here. Yeah, so we're in the process of being able to get you information on sales and all these other things, and you know, me giving you smart, educated decisions that I think might help you. There are just some things that we may not agree on as far as liking things, and that's okay. You know, you can't you know, agree on everything, for crying out loud. I'm trying to think what else I got to do today. Oh, I've been trying to get my, you know, since I've been home, it's been a blessing. I make sure I get my work in, but taking that 4 to 5 hours of driving out, it's helped the channel. You're going to see more videos. It's helped me, take the time and really scrutinize things and make sure that we give you even more of an educated, because I always took it personally and I would work into the wee hours of the morning, making sure that I had a good feel for things. But now I think, not running myself down, we can really bring you something special, and I think that's important. And being able to bring you educated, and a little bit more thorough, and not being exhausted and missing things or rushing things, and do things right, the way I do. But the other thing that I've been trying to do is get my drone stuff going again, and I've been out practicing. Matter of fact, I'm waiting for a couple batteries to finish charging. I re-upped my Part 107 because I've had it for 2 years and it expired, I want to say November. It's been in the back of my head. So I took the retest and I got that all squared away. So I was happy with that. Got my certificate. Oh, matter of fact, that's right here. I laminate a little one that I put in my thing, but I have a big one. So I'm going to try to get a little bit more drone footage on here, cows and stuff like that. You get to see the babies, and some of the things going on the farm. We've got the goats coming, and the bees, and everything else that we've been working on to really get this place to where we need to. I got to go get my taxes done on Tuesday. That is a 4-hour affair at best, maybe 5. It's exhausting, but got to get it done. What else are we doing today? I got everything filmed. I filmed it during the week, so I just got to upload a couple things. And I'm looking at a game that I might take a look at. Sky Gallons of Mars from GDW from about 1,000 years ago. I don't know how interested everybody would be to see that, but yeah, maybe we'll give it a whirl for sure. So a lot of stuff coming this week. Just doing my thing, not worried about what anybody else thinks. I got the new RuneScape game coming too. Should be here on Monday. So I'll be taking a look at that in the next few days. So we got a lot of really good, fun, exciting stuff going on. So I hope you guys enjoy everything. I'm trying to think, what else do we have here for you? 44 minutes in. This time change, I can't believe I'm tired. It's funny. I used to work close to 17, maybe 18 hours a day, and I was never exhausted. I mean, I burn out, of course, like everybody else. But now I'm getting 10 hours of sleep at least. I'm getting up about 7 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so late. And I'm tired. How can I be tired? I think it all just catches up with you. Everybody has a bump counter. I really believe that. You can only take so much, and then you just wear out. And I think I'm just at that age where, I take a pretty good bump here and there. Hey, Rob, just wanted to say hi. Looking forward to the videos this week, and glad to hear you are loving working from home. I work from home also, and I love it myself. Have a great day, buddy. Well, thank you, Matthew. I hope you have a wonderful day as well, my good friend. Very, very loyal follower. That's kind of hard to find on YouTube, is that people that really stick with you. A lot of people leave, or they just forget about the account, and they'll move on to something else. Natural progression. It's kind of like, a sitcom or something like that. Happy Days. It was the hottest thing. Boy, okay, I'm dating myself in the 70s here. But, it was the hot. Okay, Family Ties. We'll go move up to the 80s. How about Modern Family? We'll get into the new millennium at least. This was the hottest show on the planet. But eventually, everybody, you just get to a point where people just move on. They want to do other things. People grow up. Nobody's going to stay forever. But I'm very blessed by the amount of people that have stick around for so long and have been very, very loyal. And it's such a blessing. It really is. And it's one of the reasons I keep doing this. You never want to disappoint the people that that have been so loyal to you, and you owe it to them to just give your best all the time. And I've had some frustrations where I thought of walking away from this, but I am in such a good place now. I don't interact much with the board game community, and for me, I think that's a good thing. What's up, kid?
Hey.
Everybody all right out there?
Yeah.
Sarah didn't have the baby yet?
No, not yet.
And so we're waiting.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon. We're waiting. Sarah's the last one. We've got 4 calves, and we're just waiting for the last one. And there were a couple times over the last couple days where she was looking a little shaky. But we'll see how it goes. She's hanging in there. She's fighting. She's swinging. We'll just see where it goes. All right, my dear friends. I think I've said it all. We went over, this book. Look for the live playthrough. Okay. What Lies Beneath? You can find it on Amazon. I'm really gonna make sure that we go through this correctly, and we go through this and we have some fun with it. Of course, on Wednesday. But for the most part, I don't know what time it'll be, and this may be a little later. It depends when I get back. I may do it Tuesday. I may do it Wednesday. Look for a live. I've been trying to do at least one live playthrough, and then of course this here on Sunday mornings. Stick with me. All right. I might do it on Tuesday because I have something to do on Wednesday. Or I might be able to do it on Wednesday, which I like to keep my live stuff to Wednesdays. So there you go. We'll keep you abreast of everything. We'll let you know. We'll take a look at this book, and we'll play test it, and we'll see if this really works for us, or does it take you out of it. We'll figure it out. That's for sure. And that's what we do here at Rob's Tabletop World. We got plenty of reviews to do. We've got more stuff than you can imagine, and we'll start doing some of the older stuff too. I just don't want to do new stuff all the time, because you know what? The truth is, I am not going to get a reaction from it, because there are just so many people that hit the new stuff that, how many times can you watch the same thing over and over? It's like watching a highlight of a guy hit a home run. Okay, I saw it once. I saw it twice. By the third time, you're like, yeah, I saw that. And it doesn't matter what angle they show it to you. It's still the same result. Okay, so you get to see what it is. So I kind of like doing older stuff that people may have forgotten about, or looking for something different to do, or maybe missed out on something. And make sure that, we kind of bring something back to the forefront that's really good out there. Might be cult of the new, right? All right, I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Spring's coming pretty quick, and so's Easter, and the Final Four. The Final Four. The tournament starts next week, I think. St. Patrick's Day, and before you know, it's Memorial Day, and this year will be halfway done. Unbelievable how quick it goes. Time waits for no one. I love you all, and until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.